The next thing on the agenda is the standing committee appointments for 2007. And we've identified a few on the agenda, but there's a few more that I have here. I'd like to just read them out to supplement what's on the agenda. The first thing is Jerry Aronio, besides open space and public works, I have you down for long-range planning and emergency management council. Mead, I have, besides the ones that are there, Board of Health, Finance, Fire, and Open Space. I also have the Planning Board. I think that's it. And you're also going to be the Community Development Alternate. Chris, I think that's all I have for you, unless you have another.
I think that's it.
Okay. Gina, I don't have anything for you. Do you have any committees you wanted to be on?
Well, we have to talk about the historical and, first of all, Mead has to be voted on for the planning board.
Sure.
It's a township committee position. So we'll have to work it out.
Okay. The position, the Class 3 member, that's correct.
That's correct. That's the township committee member voted by the township committee.
Okay.
All the other classes are.
Anybody has an objection to Mead being on the planning board?
Well, it's coming up as a vote, isn't it?
Yes.
Well,
It's coming up as a vote.
I'm asking if anybody has a problem with that right now.
Can we vote on it now? Or?
Yeah, you want to vote on it? Let's just take a consensus. Anybody against Mead being on the planning board? No, okay, then Mead's on the planning board.
That will come up as a formal.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need a formal motion, do we, on that?
Yeah, it's coming up in the agenda anyway.
All right. With respect to mine, I have the administrative and executive, the emergency management council, the emergency management staff, finance, long-range planning, planning board, police, senior citizens, and voluntary sewer ban. Okay. So we'll leave the others open and we'll resolve them next meeting. Next thing on the agenda is the appointments to the boards and commissions for 2007. And I have a few appointments to make. With respect to the planning board, we'd like to reappoint Richard Albers. But also like to reappoint Len Hamilton as the Class 2 crossover member from the Environmental Commission. Mary Ann Legato, I'd reappoint her to her position. And I think, well, did you? Kevin Dempsey, is there? Kevin Dempsey will be appointed to fill out Mead Briggs's term through 2007. On the Environmental Commission, I'd like to appoint Len Hamilton as the chairman. Reappoint Bruce Maringolo to a 3-year term, and appoint Devanshi Jackson as who happens to be an environmental engineer to a 3-year term. On the Historic Preservation Advisory Committee, I'd like to appoint Carol Praza as a Class C member and reappoint David Dorsey, and the other appointments we'll have to take up. To the Recreation Advisory Committee, I'd like to appoint Louise Noel, and to the Shade Tree Commission, I'd like to reappoint Don Farnell and Antoinette Messina. On the mayoral appointments with approval of the Township Committee, I'd like to I'd like to appoint Dennis Sandow as the mayor's rep to the Library Board. And I do not have at this point in time any representative to 10 towns.
Actually, that does not need Township Committee approval.
Yeah, the mayor's, that's right. Okay. So there are no other positions open at this point, so we can move on from there. The Township Committee appointments, other ones than we've already talked about. The Board of Adjustment, there's a couple of positions open, but I think we haven't resolved this yet, and I suggest we continue the appointments from last year until we can resolve it at the next meeting. Anybody have any problems with that?
Nope.
Okay, good. Lounsbury Meadow Board of Trustees. I have one recommendation for that. I'd like to appoint Paula Connor and retain Jackie Dixon and Patricia Stagel. Anybody have any comments on that? Okay, then would be, I guess, approval of the committee. That'll be the new members. With respect to the Open Space Advisory Committee, I also would like to recommend Len Hamilton to retain his position, of course, as Len Hamilton as the crossover member from the Environmental Commission. Marion Ceruzzi and Michael Mazzucco are already members, and I'd like to retain them without objection.
Have you spoken to Mr. Hamilton?
I have not. I'm sorry, I have talked to Mr. Hamilton. Hey, Len, did we discuss this particular issue, that you were the... No, we did not. Okay. Well, you know what, Len, I'll reserve that, or we should reserve it until we can confirm that with you. I apologize. I have it down here, and I thought that was one of the things that we did talk about. I know we talked about the chairmanship of the Environmental Commission. Okay. Any other township committee appointments that we have to undertake? All right. Who would like to entertain the motion to confirm the appointments? Go ahead.
I'd make a motion to confirm the appointments.
Second.
Roll call?
Mr. Aronio.
Yes.
Mr. Briggs.
Yes.
Mr. Collins.
Yes.
Ms. Genovese.
Yes.
Mayor Vitarera.
Yes.